Shout out. The Connects. Luis Guzman. Don't ever go, never leave my side. Passion's all I have, courage is my drive. And if I lost you, I would lose it all together. I wouldn't have composure to get it back together. I don't want closure.
Welcome to I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast, where we highlight the journey of entrepreneurs, creatives, and business people alike to showcase at every light and dark moment, create a beautiful piece of art. I am your host, Luis Guzman. We are brought to you by our sponsor, Hanobi Research. Visit www.hanobi.com. Save 10% using my discount code IAANAS to get all the good goodies and free shipping. But my guest today is the living proof that sometimes you have to take a risk that truly scares you to live the life that fulfills you and brings you to your true purpose. From being a model to crushing the real estate game and even working under Grant Cardone, this is a guest that's full of jack of trades but has never mastered being present, especially with a family in her life. That led her to a fork in the road, where she decided to stop living for a commission and started living for a purpose. She broke down walls and reconstructed her brand to focus on what matters the most in her life: people. Now in 2026, she is a successful author of her book, Highly Confident, where she breaks down how to get over self-doubt and build the life of freedom on your terms and not on your insecurities. She is a keynote speaker. She is a business coach. She is a true artist and not a salesman, but most importantly, a mother and a wife with a voice powerful enough to strike change to everyone that needs to grow, believe, and accept their true gifts. She is here to talk about it all and to help those break down those mental walls that we just build in our minds. Julee Gracey, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Fresh off a flight, by the way. If you guys don't know, thank you for being a trooper. I know what it's like to get off a flight and then you're tired. You got to use the bathroom. You got to eat something. This weather in New Jersey is horrible. So thank you for making time and coming over.
Absolutely. Well, I woke up quickly. Let me tell you, your Jersey drivers, those taxi drivers in Jersey, I was awake. By the time I got here, I think he drove 100 miles an hour here, which I was like, let's go. But holy cow. So I'm awake and I'm ready.
I love it. Thank you for surviving the ride over, because that's scary in itself. It's like, you ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Yes.
Yeah, when she was driving to the airport, he's like, Saul, you better. That's how it's like in Jersey. So, things exploding in the background, snow. So thank you that you made time and that you got here in one piece. I appreciate it. So Julie, I asked this to everybody that comes on the podcast. I'm pretty sure you know this. I'm going to ask you the same thing. Who is Julie?
Or
Julee.
Julee.
Sorry, Julee.
If we are north of the border, my name is Julee. America, I'm just Julie. But, I've been a lot of different things. I've been blessed to have a lot of different experiences in life, from a farm girl to a contractor to selling real estate to walking runways in Milan to, all over. My friends describe me more of like an aggressive cheerleader. And I'm like, I'll take that. I think that's great. I just always think that there is a way to do it better. To do better. And, things are going to happen in life. Okay, well, that sucked. What are we going to do about it? Yeah. And I've just always had that. And I just love being a positive influence on people around me. And as you know, who you surround yourself with is really important. So I do take care to make sure I surround myself with positive people. And
yes,
if there's people around me that are negative, like they're either going to get on my level or they're going to get annoyed and go away.
Yes, I totally agree with that. You can't be around negative people. It drains you. It destroys your thinking, your positivity, your attitude, especially people that complain and don't have a solution. They just want to sit there and dump and like vocabulary vomit on top of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then it just mentally does something to you that me personally, I can't be around those type of people. It doesn't feel inspiring. It doesn't feel like I'm learning or gaining any knowledge or moving forward and progressing in life. Like you said, how can we make it better? And that kind of trickles into every aspect of our life. It's not just health or spiritual or, financials. It's the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like you got to protect your space. Because especially people like you and me are like, I walked in, you're like a magnet of positivity. I felt it right away. I was like, yes. Because sometimes you deal with people that you don't meet till you sit down in this chair. And I'm like, Julian, who is this person? Let's cancel this. But you know what I mean? But you walked in and I'm just like, whew, okay, thank God. Like awesomeness. Like I love talking to inspired, highly positive, highly motivated, highly driven people. And it comes right off of you.
Thank you. Well, and you start to feel that. So when you become very aware of that and you start going into rooms, have you ever walked into a room and been standing next to someone and like literally had to take a step back?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so aware of it now that it's, that's a short conversation and I move because I know the science behind that person is going to start affecting me within seconds.
Yes.
And once you understand that, you're like, I really have to be mindful of who I'm around. And the same thing with attitudes. You know, that complaining. You ever been around someone where they ask you for advice? They're having a problem. You give them the advice. You give them your time. They don't do anything about it.
Oh, they keep complaining.
And then they complain about it again
and
again.
They'll find something else to complain. It's like a rabbit hole of never-ending madness. And those are the people that, again, me and you share that we want to be positive and we want to embrace positivity in everybody. But sometimes, you can only do but so much and just say peace. There's nothing here. I can't do nothing with it.
I always just say this when I coach my clients. I can't want it more than you do. If you want something in life, you have to want it more. I could see it clearly what you should do because I've helped people do this before. But if you don't actually want it, then why am I here? And I've had to get rid of clients, and it sounds a little harsh, but I'm like, I can do nothing for you here.
But that's the honest truth, and it's being transparent because unfortunately, Julie, in your business as well as mine, I think it's just the zeitgeist of the time right now. People just want to do something to say they're doing it because everybody else is doing it. I want to start a podcast. And then 2 episodes later, they quit. I want to be a business coach. And then I realize how hard it is and how much work needs to be done. No, I don't want to do it no more. It's almost like everyone wants a participation trophy, but they don't want to do the hard work that goes behind that. They just want the glitz and the glamour and the shiny object that they see everybody else have. But there is a lot of like calculated work that goes on behind the scenes that gets you to where you are today, and some people just want the instant gratification. So you being honest and transparent is actually a good thing because you're kind of telling them they suck early so that they can just get their life together.
I'm thinking it like, dude, you suck. You're not gonna, this is never going to work, buddy.
But sometimes people, it's the raw truth you need. You might have saved more people doing that because they're like, okay, maybe this isn't for me. And now they're like a great scientist. Or so, I don't know. You know what I mean?
True. So, and I tend to be very direct, so love it or leave it, but not in a harsh way, in that like, look, this is not going to work. Yeah. And not because of like, I'm the almighty, I know things, but I'm telling you, this is not going to work. And I'm trying to guide you. But if you won't listen to that advice, good luck. Go try it. Sometimes people have to fail and fall on their face and be like, okay, thanks. Thanks. I've had clients that I've coached for maybe 6 months. They're like, great, thank you so much. I don't need coaching anymore. I'm like, well, I think you still need a little help in this area before I like totally set you free. They're like, no, I got this. Okay. 3 months later, they're like, my numbers are down. Can you please help me? Okay. And that's okay. But they went and tried it. Great. We're going to pick back up and go again. So in fact, I have a couple of clients right here in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
What parts?
Just south of here. So Instilling?
Island, yes, Island, yep.
Island in Woodbridge. I got a roofing company and a CDL company right here in Jersey.
Look at you, crushing it.
Yeah, and they're amazing. And let me tell you what, out of all the clients I've had a lot of amazing clients. So anybody hearing this, I love you all. But the 2 that I've had in Jersey are the 2 of the hardest working clients that I have
they're
had.
Successful.
They are just like, no BS, let's go after it.
I love it.
And one is a female roofer and one has a CDL company. And they are just both like, I don't know, the Jersey air or whatever, they are just going after it.
Yeah, we go after it, man. And I think it's also like in your business, application is important, right? Like you're the guru, right? But if you're giving all these gems and jewelry away and no one's picking it up, then nothing's happening. I think for it to be successful, there also has to be that sense of application on the person that's hiring you to understand, okay, Julie's telling me what to do. Let me not be a dum-dum and just like go do it. Or if I don't understand how she's, translating this to me, let me ask more questions. Let me find out the root of what this means. Why will this be helpful? How can I apply myself further to do these type of things? I understand. I'm a sales director for a fence business. Yeah. And what worked for me during the pandemic? I turned on that little live button on Facebook. And I got so much business and that's what kind of spawned this podcast. Because I was like, you know what? Yeah, fences is cool. It's boring. I mean, I do it for a living. I like it. I love growing my business, but I want to talk to like cool people, you know, but if I never would have pressed that button, people would have never seen me talking so passionately about fences. And then that's how our business really like started to snowball and to where it is today, thank God. But to your point, I mean, to the point I was making earlier, application is important. Like you're just the teacher essentially. That you're there for the questions, for the reviews, for the exams, but you got to do the work.
Yeah, absolutely. I can lead you to water, but you have to drink it. And so, and I love that my clients, the majority, do trust me, and it's humbling because they're like, you know, this is their life, their business, their families, their livelihood. And they're like, I'm going to hand you this money. Help me.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
and I love taking that on. And you talked about pushing the button for Facebook. The very first meeting I had with my CDL guy, I was like, look, you used to do videos all the time. You're really good on camera. So don't tell me that you don't know what you're doing. You need to make one video. Here's the hook, the value, the call to action. Do this video, send it to me. I'm going to edit it for you. Don't tell anybody else because I don't do this for anyone else. And I edited the video. I said, now post this. He made like, let's see, within 24 hours made, I think, $12,000. And I think it's gone up from that one post. Wow. Because it's just that, you know, sales, like you got to get the attention. The people are out there. They have the money and they're looking. You've got to make yourself known.
100%. You got to, you know, the human connection. I spill this all the time on my podcast is so important when it comes to sales. No one wants that salesy, like, hey, how you doing? I'm getting my book here. I'm going to show you these little people just want authenticity, you know? So, I mean, just being yourself, and obviously you're here to promote a product, you're here to promote your business. I can tell you from firsthand experience, I mean, I had clients, I'm selling a damn fence, and I'm doing the contract with him, and he's staring at me like creep vibes. Like, and I was like, what's he looking at me for like that for? Then he grabs my shoulder, and he says, man, he starts laughing, and he's almost crying. And he's like, I just want to thank you, man. I was like, what do you mean? I'm getting a fence for you. No, you don't understand, man. I've been disabled. I've been on leave for 6 months from my job. And your videos, man, they just do it for me, man. I look forward to watching your videos every day. That is like the highlight of my day. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I just got
like,
goosebumps.
I almost got emotional in the middle of the estimate because I'm like, dude, I'm just like on the phone, like, good morning. Who wants fences? I'm just the goofiest guy in the world. And hearing that, little kids like want to take pictures with me, like that I'm going to their home. I'm like, this is weird, but it's the human connection.
It is.
People want human connection, especially in an age of AI and, you know, like algorithms and all this weirdness. And, you know, people want to still feel connected to something that feels normal and
absolutely.
real.
And people, there's a reason I flew in here from Dallas to come and sit with you.
Thank you.
Because this connection cannot be created over a Zoom.
I hate Zoom.
I do too, and that's my job. Yeah. I'm on them all the time. But I tell that to people, like the more you can get face to face with someone, it's so incredibly powerful.
Yes.
And just like that is, I talked to a room full of women at a fitness event. And about, you know, taking care of yourself. And I have a framework that I walk them through about basically what is your dream that you don't tell anybody about and how are you walking, and have them walk through the process. I'm like, it's a safe place. We're just doing it on paper. Nobody even has to see it or ever know it. I have multiple women come after me and they're crying. They're crying. They're like, I've never told anybody this. One of them, it was a stewardess and she had always dreamt of being a pilot.
Really?
Years. She's like, I have never told anyone this. She is in pilot school right now.
Wow.
Because of coming and hearing me talk.
Wow.
But the point being is like, when you have that impact on people, like it's so rewarding, but on the other side, it's very humbling too of, oh, wow.
You don't realize the power you have.
Yes. And like I would say, wield that sword, you know, with intention. Like, what are you putting? You've got the attention. Now, what is your message?
Oh, God, I love that. I love that. Seriously, no, because I feel like in this day and age, people have the attention. They use it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know, and they use it for self-value, self-worth, selfishness. They use it to, you know, further any, like just idiocracy or just, you know, stuff for views or things like that. They don't use it for good intentional things, for a good intentional purpose.
Yeah.
You know, and you having a crowd now and you having an audience and a business, a bona fide business, to be able to, you know, I said in the intro, go in there and literally strike change in someone's life and someone's, way of thinking, and kind of, I feel like our brains are like a pit of sand, and you are there with like the magnetic, detector, and boom, you found the gem in their brain.
Yes, and
you're like, look, you can do it.
Yes, it's funny that you say that, because it's very similar to what I say. You have to have kids to understand this analogy, but I have 2 daughters, and they used to watch all these princess movies. There's one that's called Ariel, okay?
Ariel, yeah.
And then her voice comes out because the evil queen, whatever, takes it, but there's a scene where it just like it's in her, and all of a sudden you see it come out of her, and like you can see it, right? I feel like what I do to people, like for people, is they don't see, like I can see that greatness inside of them. And all I do, I don't do anything for them. They already have it. I just pull it out and I show it to them.
I love that.
And then they get to decide what they want to do with that.
Wow. You're I mean, I'm enamored from this conversation, because I told you off camera that, it's something that I struggle with at times, and I know I'm great, but then it's like, as soon as I say it, I'm like, oh, that sounds so like cocky, and so, like I'm better than, but I'm working through that, because I know I have a gift. I know I'm talented. Sometimes I downplay my own talents because of insecurity, but then I'm also that type of person that as soon as the lights are on, it's like ready, set, go. And the best person that I compare this to is Jerry Seinfeld. He said, right before I go on stage, I'm like, why am I doing this? I suck. I'm not funny. What the hell am I doing here? But the minute the curtain opens and the lights are on, he becomes Jerry Seinfeld. And I think that's something that every human being deals with in one way, shape, or form. And I'm curious to know with you, what was the, catalyst to you leading into this world of business coaching? Because I'm curious to know if there's any insecurities you ever had to deal with that you got over.
Oh, sure. Oh, trust me. I mean, I've had insecurities my whole life of different things. As you learn and you kind of get an idea of who you are in the world. But yeah, from everything we were talking about when you first start talking. So I speak on stages, keynote speaker, slow the tone, drop your voice, pause, what do you do with your hands kind of thing.
Professional pause. Yeah.
But I was a disaster the first time that I spoke. It was like, my hands are up here and hi guys. And you're just like, oh my God, everybody's ears must have been bleeding, And you don't know what you're doing. And then you watch yourself back and you're so embarrassed. And then you're like, well, I could be embarrassed or I could keep going and figure it out.
Yes.
I mean, and that's kind of, everyone's like, what's your superpower? I just don't quit.
I love
Whether
that.
it was in
Oh
real
my
estate.
God,
I went
yes.
into real estate. I got fired on the steps of the very first house I ever showed.
Why?
That's because I was terrible. I was horrible. I had no idea what I was doing. Yes, I got fired on the steps and they were so gracious and kind. And I was like, oh my God.
It was a gracious firing.
I suck at this. But that now to being, a 7-figure real estate investor, you just like, well, I have 2 choices here. I suck. And I can leave it at that I tried. And then maybe somewhere I feel validated that I gave it a good shot. But did I really give it a good shot?
Yeah.
So then I just dug and I got a mentor who was like, okay, let me show you how to do all this properly. And then it went on to be successful. But yeah, there's a lot of insecurity when you're trying something new, right? We're doing something new. But then you go try I'm pretty confident. But anything you haven't done before feels unfamiliar.
Yes.
So it's uncomfortable. Yes. And I have to teach my clients that it's not because you're doing it wrong. It's because it's not familiar. Our brains love familiar.
We love programming.
That's why we like to go back to bad relationships. Not because it's good, because it's familiar.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
100%.
We stick with that job that we don't like because it's familiar.
It's familiar.
And so you want to get to learn something new. It's going to suck for a while.
Yeah,
like
it is.
I sucked it. I used to walk runways in Milan. The first walk I ever did looked like I had a broken leg. I was trying to look sexy as I walked, and and they pulled me off the runway. They're like, no.
No way. Come on. But you were great enough to get into the door.
Yeah, exactly. And I was smart enough to be like, okay, let me hire a coach to teach me how to walk. That's what it is. For anyone that's listening, anything you're wanting to do, be prepared to suck at it for a long period of time to give yourself the chance to be good at it.
I love that. We're sharing a brain here, because I give that same advice to everybody I know.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I'm like, listen, it's going to suck in the beginning. Yeah. Nothing is going to be perfect. It's going to feel so awkward for you. It's going to feel, when I first started shooting my podcast here, which is over a year ago, I dreaded the driving. Okay, and I live about 40 minutes from here. So it's 40 minutes of dread. Like, I don't know this guy, Julie. God, I got to meet these people. I got to talk. I got to be funny. I got to be charismatic. I don't know the guests. I don't know the lighting. But I just did it. And yeah, it was hard in the beginning. And then it got easier and easier and easier. Just like anything else. When you go to the gym for the first time and you never worked out, it's going to suck. But if you quit, you're never going to get healthy. You're never going to grow your muscles. You're never going to lean muscle. You're never going to do any of that. Keep going. But to your point, and I was having this conversation with my wife the other night, actually. She reads a million books. I can't even tell you what book it was that she told this from me from. But
I'm a massive book reader too.
You probably read this book she was quoting, but I'm so sorry, babe. I don't remember the book. I just remember the story you were telling me. The neurologist or the scientist that she was listening to was saying that people love to go back to what feels familiar. So if I'm broke, I'm in massive credit card debt, or I'm in a bad relationship, I'm going to buy more stuff. I'm going to do more toxic things in my relationship. But if someone gives me a clear view to like, okay, how can I get out of debt? Well, you can, do this. You can consolidate your debt. You can get a 0%, blah. Nah, let me just be in more debt because it feels familiar and it doesn't feel, it feels unknown when you don't know what's going to happen. But that's where the magic happens. When you're awkward and you don't know and you can't see 5 steps in front of you, but it's also pretty fun. It's fun. I'm sorry. I think it is.
I agree with you. It's just getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable, and I teach this to my clients, this feels uncomfortable, breathe.
They get anxious, yeah.
You pause. Don't go backwards. Pause. Step forward again. It's uncomfortable. I know, pause. Right?
It's
That's
okay.
it. We rest, we don't quit. But they'll be like, it's uncomfortable, I can't take it. And then they go back. I'm like, no. So that's, if you can get used to that, that's how you make progress.
That is how you make progress. I love that. And the fact that you're eager to take the chances. Because it's one thing to take a chance, but your clients have to be eager. Like they got to want it, the application piece. You got to be eager to do something that, and I fall victim to this, but I love it because I live on the adrenaline rush. I try to do things that I've never done before and see where I could push the limit to. I remember one time I shot like 3 podcasts here, and one day the guy was like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, dude, push it to the limit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot 3 back to back to back. Let me see. It might be fun. I might start doing that. It was intense, but just doing something that's different outside the box.
Yeah.
I think it's healthy for growth. I think it's healthy as just a human being to try something that you've never done before, even if it's something as similar as picking up a very difficult hobby, something that requires your extreme attention for seconds or minutes at a time that you can't deviate and think about your mortgage payment or think about that client that pissed you off last week. You got to be like locked into what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
I tell my clients that of like, look, you're telling me that you want to grow, but I'm going to tell you this now. It's going to be uncomfortable. There are things you need to do in your business that you're not doing, and that's what I'm here to do, is to help you get those things done. If you are already doing all these things, you wouldn't need me. So just understand there are going to be points where you don't like me. You're going to be tempted to not get on the next call with me because, she's going to ask me about this and want me to do this, and I don't want to do it. It's like a little kid, I got to make you brush your teeth, right?
Yeah, it's repetition.
That's what a coach is. I'm like, so I'm going to all these things that you're ignoring in your business are the path to your success.
I love that. Yeah.
They talk about this often. It's like, anyone that's listening, what are you purposely ignoring in your business? That is the exact path to your next level of success.
Wow. That's
every
so true.
Every single time.
Yeah. If you start to, and people know that, right? As human beings, we know when we're not doing something we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, they know.
It's just like the dishes are yelling at you from downstairs. You got to wash me. And I don't want to do it yet, but you got to do it, or you got to go to that workout, or you got to take that meeting, and you keep procrastinating, or you keep putting it off. The things, Mike Tyson, I love this damn quote. I use it all the time. Do what you, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but you do it like you love it. If you just do the things that suck, but with a smile on your face, you'll eventually become better at it, and you'll enjoy those moments of triumph.
Well, even in your work too, is like, look, I started out, grew up very simple. I used to scrub people's toilets. I was a housekeeper. I worked in construction.
Wow, you did everything. Jeepers.
Yeah, I know. So like, that's not fun. But it's, okay, if I'm going to go clean someone's house, I'm going to be the best housekeeper that they've ever had. And when I leave, they're going to wish that they had me back. Like, you take pride, whatever it is you do, don't half-ass it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it halfway. Do it like to the best of your ability. And I would say, if you're going to suck at something, then go in and like, this is going to suck, and like find the humor and the joy in that. Right. Yeah. But to do it like halfway and then whine the whole time, like don't bring that energy into that space.
Heck no. And I think that's the problem with the 2026 right now, and the instant gratification piece. How old are more or less, like a range of your clients that you mentor and teach? What's the age range more or less?
I've had a client as young as 22 and old as 75.
So 75 is probably your easiest client.
She's favorite. I mean, I have lots of favorites. You're all my favorites. All of you are my favorites.
In case you haven't known.
But it's just like, she's just experienced so much in life. And she's like, I'm 75,
Maturity.
but I'm not, I refuse to give up and say I'm retired. And she was still going after it.
Shit.
And like, she's who I want to be when I grow up, you know?
I love that.
That she just was like, she was in community college. She got her own landscaping company. She was going out learning design, plants, irrigation systems, and like she was starting to go to realtors and like at 75.
Wow.
Like, so my most inspiring client
is her.
Yes.
And then the 22-year-old.
The 22-year-old.
Him or her.
Her. Straight out of college, she said, I want to start a marketing company. Okay, great. What do you know about marketing? She's like, I know how to make a Facebook post. I'm like, well, that's where we start.
There we go.
And taught her a system to, within 8 months, she was making $100,000.
Wow. In just 8 months. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm like, why did you even go to college? She didn't even use her degree anyway. So
that's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. But the fact that she's that young too, and she's that highly motivated and driven.
She's an athlete. So she's got that.
I
love my athletes.
I love that. Yep.
Because they're used to doing the hard work.
You got to do yeah. That's the point I was getting at, because I think in this day and age, the kids now, God, it's not like the old guy in the room. The kids now, they just want everything hand given to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you experienced that in your business where the person you're trying to coach is like, well, just do everything. I'm paying you.
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Well, I would just say I am your coach. So you never saw, Tom Brady is the quarterback. He's in the game. The coach is on the sideline. I don't get in the game with you. Mm-hmm. I'm not coming into the game with you. It's going to cost you a lot more money for me to get in there and throw the ball for you.
Love it.
So, but as your coach, I had at the same time, that 22-year-old on it, ran with it. I had another one at the same time, another 22-year-old, graduated from college with a marketing degree, taught the exact same thing to both. One took it and ran. One just kept passing up opportunities. And I think even to this day, maybe doesn't, because waiting for a better job. Right? Whereas this one I taught, you're going to go give away your services for free. Why? Because we're going to go get you a client. We're going to get you the reps in so you can have the confidence and the competence of what you're doing. And I'm going to help you with this. Then you did it for free. They got a testimonial. Then you're going to go to the next business. You take that testimonial over there. You're going to do it again for free. It's going to be a lot of your time. But trust me, in 90 days, you're going to start making money. And she did. Started making money. And then, because she figured it out, you get the reps in. She got the reps in a lot faster. You
get the reps in, yeah.
She was willing to scrub the floor
before
she was working the front desk kind of thing. This one over here even had someone else. I was like, hey, this would be a great person for you. Here's a job. You're going to go, entry pay, doing this, but now you can start working in marketing. No, that's not for me. Okay.
See ya.
That's your choice. Okay, cool. So I just find those people that are willing to do the dirty work, start low on the totem pole. You accelerate so much faster.
You're looking for the people that aren't scared to invest in sweat equity. Mm-hmm. Sweat equity is like a untapped resource that no one wants to talk about anymore, but it's where the knowledge, the experience, and the true pain and gain happens. Mm-hmm. It happens with sweat equity. I'm in the fencing business. I had to do a bunch of estimates before I got really good, but I wasted a lot of time, not wasted, but utilized a lot of my time for no pay, no money whatsoever. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I came back with a big fat zero in my wallet, nothing. But I learned so much.
Yeah.
The equity of knowledge is priceless. And when you have that and when you instill that into your clients, you're giving them the rocket ship.
Yeah, they say there's no shortcuts in life. Well, I tell you, one of the biggest shortcuts in business is to get a mentor.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I did this with real estate. I've done it with everything. I haven't accomplished anything in my life of any meaning without a mentor or a coach guiding me there. I mean, I've got speaking coaches, in LA, worked in TV, they're acting coaches, in every area. And we talk about this, every athlete that we love, whether it's, Michael Jordan, anyone, I always say Michael Jordan, we said the 23.
23.
Oh, that's my
Married
heart.
23
that's my
years.
heart. But here's I don't care what athlete in any sport, they all have had multiple coaches their whole life. And then I get people that are like, oh, well, I don't need a business coach. I'm going to do it myself. It's just the harder path.
It is.
It's just the harder path. Like, it's not a smart choice. They're like, I can't afford it. I'm like, you can't afford not to.
100%. It's almost like your health. Like, I can't afford to eat healthy. Oh, you're going to die when you're young. Like, you got to be able to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
And build community. That's the biggest thing. Like, I keep a lot of people around me, entrepreneurs, business people, restaurant owners, doctors, like people that are just highly motivated, highly driven, but they're also like a mentor. Like, I can reach out. And Alex Rodriguez, one of my favorite baseball players, he's publicly said this. He said, what would change your life, realize it, is someone you already have a relationship with, a rapport. Just look at their eyes. If you just ask them, do you mind mentoring me? Like, can I be your mentee? Can we take apart maybe 30 minutes once a week just so I can talk to you? And you would be surprised how many people will willingly do that for you because you have a relationship and a friendship. But a lot of people also have ego and they think they can do it all themselves. And they let opportunities pass every day because they feel shame for asking for help.
Yes, I talk about that in my book. Ego is such a huge part of it. It's like, what are you not willing to do? Would you be willing to go and clean other people's toilets? Would you be willing to go and work at a fast food restaurant if that's what it meant for you to be able to take care of your family, the things that you need to get the money that you wanted? So when I hear people like, well, I don't have the funds, you're choosing not to.
Yeah.
And I piss people off when I say that. You're choosing not to. There are jobs available all over, so then go work the weekend. Well, then I have to work 7 days a week. Yes, and?
Comes with the territory.
How bad do you want it?
Wow.
I used to work construction. I used to hang off scaffolding off the sides of houses as a teenager in 100-degree weather, scraping off paint and painting houses and bloody knuckles. And then on the weekends, I would go work another job. And so for me, it's challenging when I hear people, we talked about kind of the entitlement of, I don't deserve anything. That word deserve, it's
gone.
Yeah. It's, I earned it.
I earned it. Yeah.
I earned it. And so this whole thing, if somebody's listening, I don't have the money, then get honest with yourself. There's an evening job. There's a weekend job. Look at your spending. Do you need to go buy those brand new Nikes? Well, okay, now you put yourself in this position. So I'm just a big believer in accountability. Yeah. Like the things that are not good in my life, that's because of me.
It's true.
But I also am the person to fix it.
100%. Yeah, you are the problem and the solution.
Yeah.
All the time. And that's, again, another piece of this world we're living in today is that there is no accountability. There's also a big need in your space of guidance and coaching, because out of the people that really stink and don't want to do nothing with their lives, there is still that 10-20% that want to, and they're screaming out for a voice for help. And that's where you come in. And you're really, it's almost like, how teachers see their students, in September and then they graduate in June. That's kind of the same feeling you probably feel, right? Like you see them like a little thing, and then they evolve and they just become great.
Yes, I was talking about my roofer that's here in Jersey, and she came to me like $0. She's just like, I just started a business. Okay. She'd done sales and roofing before, and Jennifer, I'm bragging on you. And she just went after it. It wasn't an option for her to fail. Like, she was committed. That's the difference between I'm going to try a business or I'm committed. I will grow this business. That type of language. And she was just all in. What do I need to do next? What do I need to do next? And she just went after it. And you can just see the results from that. She didn't expect a handout from anyone. And it's so beautiful to see. Then she just did so well, and she's just crushing it. You're like, oh, here you go, my little butterfly,
Yeah,
go off
just
to the
fly.
world.
Yeah, I love
do your
it.
thing.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling. And I always tell my clients that my goal is for you to not need me. And I'm like, I know that you get comfortable with me guiding you, but
you gotta
that's
fly
not
on your own.
the goal. Is that everyone's like, no, they're your clients for life. I'm like, if I have a coaching client for life, for me, I failed.
Yeah. It's like me calling my teacher from high school.
Like I've taught you. Now go on to this next level. I can guide you.
Grow.
Yes. Yeah.
Grow.
Like you don't need me anymore. If you still need me, we got issues.
For real. Yeah. That means have you ever had any client become codependent on you?
Yes.
Who broke off the relationship? Was it you or?
Have to.
Hard conversation.
It's hard conversations.
Jeepers.
Hard
But it
conversations.
happens a lot, right? Because it's.
Sometimes, but my style of coaching is pretty direct and straightforward. So that's why I love when clients come to me like, let's have a conversation. What do you actually want? This is how I work. So this is going to be what the expectations are. So if this is something that you find, like I'm very upfront as much as I can with that because you're not hiring me to be your friend. Yeah. As much as I'm friendly and I love them, that's not why they have me in their life. I don't need them to like me or think that I'm nice.
Just let me do my job.
They need to get these results. So sometimes I have to compartmentalize as well because I really like them. I mean, I like people. And I'm like, I would love to hang out with them and do this. I'm like, that's right. No. I remember I'm their coach. Yeah. You know, it'd be like a teacher. Like, I love my student. Let's go hang out at my house and watch movies. And you're just like, you're the teacher.
Yeah, can't do it.
No.
Yep. Boundary has to be drawn somewhere.
Right.
I'm also curious to know this. Has there ever been a client that that they approached you and wanted to work with you? The ambition is there, the drive is there, the hunger is there, the understanding is there. They want to learn, they want to be great. They got everything it takes, but they don't have the money to pay you. Have you ever done pro bono? Have you ever taken something on that wasn't, I don't want to say worth your time, but financially you weren't making anything from it, but you just saw that raw potential?
I have. And so there's kind of a saying that we have, especially in coaching, and you may have heard this, like, if they don't pay attention.
That's true. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
And it's like when I give them my coaching and my advice for free, then it loses its value. But when they pay, the ones that pay the most are the most successful. They listen the most. The ones that I'll be like, okay, let me just work with you for a little bit, they just tend to falter. Yeah. And this is, we talk about this in the coaching world, that's prevalent. And so, yes, there are some people that I've gone and be like, hey, do this, and they've gone on to great success just with one conversation of what they need to do. Great. I mean, I had one gal I met with, 90-minute meeting. She wanted to work on her branding. I'm like, no, your branding's fine. You don't need any help there. I'm like, but you know what you never did when you met me? You never asked me for the sale. And she's like, what do you mean I never asked you for the sale? I'm like, you're like, here's my card. Let me know if you need anything. I'm like, that's the worst sales pitch ever. And so I got her to change one thing. When you go to networking events, instead, when you tell them who you are, it's like, she was a photographer. And so I said, what projects do you have coming up this year that you need photography for? Just say that. It's not a hard sales pitch, but it's not a yes or no question. But now you've got them thinking, what projects do we have coming up in the next year? You put that question in their brain without their permission, but it got them thinking about it. Oh, well, let me see. We do have a couple events. Great. Like, she tripled her income in next week.
Look at that. Just by creating curiosity. You got to create the curiosity.
Yeah. And so that's one that I met with that I didn't charge. It was just that one meeting.
Just that one conversation.
They're like, we want to hire you for branding. I'm like, you don't need help with branding. You need to ask for the sale.
Out of that one small
thing. Sales.
Yeah.
Like, you probably have guys that like, did you ask for the sale? And when they said no, did you ask again? Like, always go for the double ask.
Always be closing.
Always be closing. Yeah, trust me. One of my mentors I worked for 3 years. Trust me, it's
Was that Glenn Ross? The movie is that where that's from? I've heard the phrase a million times. I think it's from that movie though.
Yeah,
maybe. Always be closing. I mean,
Yeah.
again, just because sales, there's so many small little acronym things that I've memorized over the years. But to your point, you got to kind of be like this hungry, like pit bull, like pit bulls look beautiful, but they're dangerous, Yeah. So you got to come beautiful, but you got to also have that appetite. You got to kind of reach out and kind of feel where the sensors are and where can I go? Okay, can't go this door. Let me try this door. That door seems a little hard to open. Let me go over. Oh, here you go. Bam, the door was unlocked. Found it. You know, it's literally but it's hard to teach that, right? Because there is a level of like human gift that God has given us that, you know, for whatever gift you have to do sales, whatever, to connect with people. And then if you have that gift, that's malleable, right? And you can build that into something that can become this final polished product, you know? So to your point, you're always saying that, you know, you're guiding them to show them that voice, you know, but they got to have that innate, like, you know, like they got to know that they have it first in them, even though it's not fully awoken yet. They got to know it's there.
Well, when it comes to sales, I mean, you know this, to be a really good salesperson, you've got to be hungry for it too. Of course, there's different industries for sales. Yeah. But you have to have that confidence to be able to ask for the close, to, you know, go for the close, because the close is when the other side gets emotional. That's when they start throwing those objections. Oh, this is too expensive, and I don't know why you know, I don't think this is a good idea. And they start putting. That's where they get emotional. I always just tell people, a lot of people are good in the sales, like networking. Oh, I met so many people. It's great. Got so many business cards. Everybody loved me. Oh, I met this great guy. Yeah, but how many deals did you close?
Thank you.
Zero. So all of that was a waste of time. It's that getting comfortable to that next level of, you know, I always teach that don't bring your business card to networking events. And they're like, that's so unprofessional. I'm like, is it though? How does this work? So you go to a networking event. I'm handing out business cards to everyone. How many people called you from handing out 25, 30 business cards? Zero. Why? Because you're no longer in control of the sale. Yeah. You're no longer in control of the connection. So I've taught them, try this. Do not bring your business cards. You meet someone, absolutely. They'll say, do you have a card? You know what? I didn't bring them. And you always have your phone in your hand. I didn't bring them, but let me get my information. I'll email it to you. What's your email? Bam. I've never had anybody be like, you know what? No, I don't want to give you my email because I've already built the rapport. And now guess what? And I'll go around and now I have 10, 15 emails or phone numbers or connections on social. Now I have the power to reach out. I did this with one gal. Where is she at? Lose track of where my clients are. She had a tailor company and had her do that. And she went into this really big meeting with these really like CEOs of all these clothing companies. And she's like, Julie, I did it. And I got 5 CEO emails addresses and their contact of their, of their assistants. And I'm like, There we go. She's like, I've never done that before. I'm like, now do it again. Keep going. And again and again. And now you get all of these contacts. You actually can control the sale. So things like that, they're just small things that you can just learn that are going to help your business immensely. Because they're like, I'm going to the networking events like I'm supposed to. I'm checking the box.
Yeah, but that's not enough. Yeah. It's not enough. I mean, you got to get over that fear. I think fear is the biggest indicator. It's the biggest thing that stops you from getting to where you need to be at. You know, because you got it, but the fear, it's almost like it consumes you. It's that little voice in your head that says, no, we shouldn't do that. But what if we do that? I always go on the side, let's just do it. I mean, I've had people sit in this podcast with me and people send me messages. How did you get so-and-so? Because I got 100 no's before I got one yes. But I'm still DMing. I'm still calling. I'm still emailing. I am relentless. I've got blacked out on. I've got blocked. I don't care. Yep. I'm going to, the squeakiest wheel gets the most grease. You got to keep going, and through that, you learn tactics and strategies. And you learn about human connection and psychology. And you learn how to navigate each person based on their personality. But you're not going to learn that if you're just home in the dark looking at your business card you just printed. Yeah, you know exactly. What I mean? And you've got to get the reps in. Like I was just saying, I don't care if you go to your local chamber or a local, like where can you go and get visibility? Go on Eventbrite. Go to every networking event you can go to. You're like, this is for a bunch of doctors. I don't care. Go get in the room and have conversations. Practice the conversations. Practice the conversation. And so you get those reps. And I was selling millions of dollars in real estate when I was in California. I was doing really well. And I kept mentoring younger agents under me. And I really like this. I really love mentoring and getting results for these other agents. So I was like, well, what is it to have an actual coaching practice? And I thought, okay, I know sales, but I've never coached sales.
I know marketing, but I've never coached marketing. So what did I do? I could have had my ego lead and be like, I don't need that. I'm pretty good. Knowing, okay, how can I go back down to the bottom? And I joined an organization and started at the bottom, learning sales and marketing based on what they teach. And I did that for years. I put myself through boot camp. How do you coach it, right? Like for one time, I was a runner. I got asked to be the coach of my daughter's track team one time. I was like, because they knew that I was a really good athlete. I'm like, I have no business coaching athletes. I don't even know how to tell them to stretch properly, or somebody's gonna blow out a hammy because I'm making them do sprints because I didn't stretch them out right or something. So there's a difference between like knowing how to do the thing and then coaching and teaching that thing. And so that's what I did for sales, was like, okay, let's tuck the ego down. What don't I know? And boy, did I learn a lot.
I see. I mean, you full-blown coach and business out of this. I love it. And I want to ask you this. It just came to me while you were telling me the story. What was the breaking point for you where you said, I'm done? And I read somewhere that it was, you didn't spend enough time with your daughter. Is that correct? Or like, what was that point where you said to yourself, I'm done with this rat race. I'm going to focus on coaching and business coaching and mentoring, et cetera. What was that? What did that part of your life look like?
So I'm very competitive. Growing up as an athlete, growing up with a brother who is always bigger, faster than I am. So whatever I go into, like I fully commit. I'm going to find success there. And so I was in real estate and I going in all in, crushing it, doing really well, but I tend to get like tunnel vision, right?
Yeah,
and so had a new daughter and she's obviously little at home, whether I'm there or not, probably didn't really even know, but I knew. And like I just, in real estate, you work a lot on the weekends. Like that was part of it. Because especially my clients are running their corporations during the week and then they're looking at homes on the weekends, especially I lived at the water. So a lot of like beach second homes.
Got it.
And I realized I don't want to be away from her as much. And my husband travels during the week. So it was like he would travel during the week and then I'd be working all weekends. And it was like, I could see the path. Like where does this get better? And I couldn't see it.
Can't see it.
And so, a lot of times we ask like what we're willing to give up to reach our goals. Well, one of the questions I like to ask is, what are you not willing to give up? What are you not willing to give up? Because that's the area we don't pay attention to, and that's what gives. And then our relationships fall apart. Our time with our kids, our health. And so really holding, what am I not willing to give up? I'm not willing to give up that time with my husband and our child at home on the weekend. But that also means I'm going to give up hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it was worth every penny to me. Because, my oldest child just went off to college this last fall. So
congratulations.
Thank you. But I don't regret. It's not like, oh, well, I could have made. No. Even if it's just sit on the floor and she's just sleeping, I was present. And so for me, but that works for me. But I've always been very strong about what I'm not willing to give up. Or what I'm not willing to do, which helped me a lot when I was a model in LA, because let me tell you, that's chaos.
Oh, God,
that
wild,
is chaos.
Man.
It's like you got to have some really great boundaries on what you're willing to do and not do in that city.
Oh, God. I've heard.
And I saw friends just go the complete wrong way. And I just am so grateful to my parents, just gave me such a strong foundation of what's right, what's wrong. Doesn't mean I was always like, little Miss Innocent, but there were some very clear lines that I did not cross.
You have a great work ethic too, I see. Like, is that something you got from your parents?
Absolutely.
Because you're just like let's go. I love that. Like, where did you learn this from? From your mom and your dad, or both? Or
I mean, here's the thing: your parents, your kids are watching you. For better or for worse, they see the flaws.
They see the good, bad, and the ugly.
That's right. Nothing puts a mirror on you more than having children. So both my parents worked 80 hours a week. And I never once heard them complain. Ever in my life. Never once. It was just, you work. And that was my normal. That's what I grew up with. It's normal.
Yeah.
You work. I grew up on a farm. The cows get out. It wasn't like, oh, what do we do?
Yeah.
It's get your boots on and go make it happen. So I grew up that hard work was normal and it was expected. There's no poor me. Like, who are you going to call? You're on a 200-acre farm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
figure it out. I mean, we talk about the little kids that are driving the tractors and,
oh my Lord.
And they're just like, oh my God, the kids. Yeah, that's what we did. So I'm so grateful I learned hard work from such a young age because hard work is not hard for me. And when I realized hard work is hard for other people, I would purposely seek out hard things because I knew other people couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they instilled that into me from a very young age. And my mom was always just like, Julie, you can have anything you want in life as long as you're willing to work for it. I'm like, well, I know how to work hard. Great.
Yeah.
And I believed her. I truly believed her. I can have anything? Well, that's easy. I just have to work hard. Like that was my mentality.
That was the mentality.
And it's how would I take into everything. So it's not, for me, it's not a matter of what do I want. I almost have to be very careful of what I want because I know I'm going to get it. Does that make sense?
Oh, that does make sense. Absolutely.
And the results.
You have to understand, let me not, if I say I want to get to, destination A, I better be serious. I know I can get there and I know I can make it happen. So be intentional with what it is you truly want. And I think that's a beautiful gift that your parents gave you because you're essentially giving the world your parents' gift.
That's it too. And people ask like, Julie, you've had so much success. We have investments. Why? Why go into coaching? And I think part of it, you hit the nail on the head, is I watched my parents sacrifice so much for me. I mean, my dad made $5 an hour driving a grain truck from sun up to sundown, and he would just hand me money, $100, go buy your new track shoes.
Wow.
And, they just taught me so many lessons that, yes, I pass those on to my daughters, but it just seems very selfish for me to hold all of those inside and not share them. That's why I wrote the book. Like, how can I get this in more people's hands? So many of those lessons are in there. But when you have something you've learned inside, for me, that's the purpose, is to learn it, figure it out, and then pass that down, to the next person. Yeah, don't gatekeep that.
Give it all out, man. I mean, it comes back to you tenfold.
Yeah.
People, it drives me nuts when there's certain people in the space that they're on this pedestal and they don't want to overshare, they don't want to network, they don't want to support, they don't want to have community. And I'm just like, oh man, it's just such a turnoff to me because I'm like, you can do more together. You can share the knowledge. In your case, writing the book. The book came out June this year?
September.
It was September. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been out for almost 7 months already. 8 months.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind? I mean, obviously you wanted to give the knowledge out, which is what we're talking about. But what was the moment when you were like, I'm writing a book? This has to happen. Yeah.
Well, I had thought about it. There's something gets in your brain and you think about it and you think about it and you're like, okay, ignore it. But it keeps coming back. I literally was working out, and sometimes working out is a lot of times when I get the download.
Same
because
here.
I just say because all the blood finally gets to the proper parts of your brain.
Yeah.
And I just felt angry. I was like, oh, fine, I'm going to do it. And I text the guy who I've been working with, the publisher. I was like, fine, I'll do it. I'm ready. I'm like, I don't need to have a conversation about it. Just send me the invoice right now. And of course, he's good in sales. He was like, yeah, I'll get that to you right now.
Yeah, right away, yeah.
Sent it over. I literally paid it. And then it was just like, peace. And then I was like, oh, shoot, I got to write a book. And this was like 2 years before. Wow. I had no idea who I was writing the book for. I had no idea what it was going to be about. I just knew this is what I was supposed to do. And whether you are religious or not, I feel these things get put on me. I'm like, really? This is what I have to do? Are you sure that I'm the person to be doing this? Apparently. Okay.
It's on you. Let's go.
It's go. And so I have some, at some point I'll release some video kind of diary of like 4:30 in the morning, laying on the floor of like, who am I writing this book for? What is the purpose of this book? Like, why would anyone read this book? You know what I mean? It's like this big thing, and I didn't know, but I had the belief that that's what I was supposed to do. And AI did not write this book, by the way. And so for 2 years, I'd wake up early and just start getting it better and better and better, and turned into what it is now, which was great. It's a bestseller book. And it's just, awesome. I get people emailing me just the impact it's had on not only their business and their life, but their relationships. And that's where, when you start putting that out there, you're like, oh, I didn't realize the effect I could have on people's relationships with business, with their spouse, with their partners. That was a little bit of an insight and enlightenment. Like, oh yeah, I guess that could be really helpful there. So It was a journey for sure.
No, I mean, 2 years to write it. I mean, I'm first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you because that is not an easy feat. I'm an artist, not a salesman. The book, 7 chapters in, still not done. I'm hard on. This is why I told you off camera. This is what I need from you today because I'm so hard on myself, insecurities, etc. 7 chapters done in 2 years. I haven't finished it, and I don't go back to it. I went to school for writing in English, so I got the gifts. But you had that aha moment at the gym where you're like, "This is it. I got to do it."
Mm-hmm.
For me, it hasn't gotten there yet, and I don't know why. I do have a feeling that I will do it and I will finish it one day. But you are living proof that it can be done because I feel like, for me, writing a book is such a it's like the unicorn. So I can't freaking get to this damn book to be finished. But hearing stories like yours, it reminds me you could do this. It's like, just stop it. Like, kill this wall that you have and just get there.
Just know I felt the exact same way.
Good. I'm not alone.
No, I want it. And that sometimes we think, especially in business, we think it's supposed to be easy and it's hard. You're like, this is normal. That's what I do. Like, this is normal. How you feel right now is completely normal.
Good.
With writing your book, for me, and a lot of authors that's completely normal. And you're like, I'm just going to throw the whole thing away. All of this is junk.
It's been through my mind.
This is awful. Like, why do you even start this? And you're going through that, but you just have to keep believing that it's going to turn into something. And it took me 2 years to do that. And again, I was just like, I was almost like embarrassed of like, why did I think I could do this? Who's going to want to read this? This is dumb. Like, all of those things.
It's normal. Yeah.
It's normal. But just so you know, it gets to where it is now. You know, I'm going to be in Times Square. That book's going to be on a billboard in 2 days. Like,
oh my
what?
God.
What?
That's crazy.
You know, so just stay in it. And that's it. It's just the persistence of it. It's going, I guarantee, I don't know anything about your book. It's going to be exactly what it's supposed to be. But when you get those times where you can get quiet, listen, and, you know, those stories. Because like you said, that one gentleman putting his hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's the type of people you're writing it for. It's people
Yeah.
that are out there and they need your book. They need your story that they don't even know you exist yet.
It's true.
And you don't even know that they're suffering. They don't even know that you need each other. But once it gets out there, they're going to be like, there it is. That's what I've been looking for. That's what I needed to change my life in this area. And so they're just waiting for you.
Man, that's so beautiful and poignant how you said that because it's so true. Like we just like over fantasize every little detail of everything, and we want to have all the things, and you know we want our gifts to spread across the entire world, etc. But it's really just about impacting that one person and doing it over and over again, one person at a time.
Yes.
And we don't realize the gift that we have inside of us. That if you go through it the right way, and you knock fear in the face, and you move forward, move towards the uncomfortable and get over that, there is a place you get to where you can really affect change onto other people. And you're doing that. I'm doing this with the podcast, but I want to do it in other verticals as well, like book, etc. But just the fact that you accomplish that is, for me, confirmation, discernment, you know, understanding, whatever you want to call it, that I'm on the right path.
Well, and here's the thing. You had one person tell you how you impacted his life. I guarantee you there are hundreds, if not thousands of other people you have impacted that you'll never know about.
Yes.
You always have to keep that in mind.
That's true.
Because the ones that I've had, they've come, they've reached out to me, I've talked to, I've seen in person. But I know this because it's just factual. There's other people that are watching. They've taken things away. Because I've done that with a lot of people that I follow. But I've never interacted with them social media. I've never bought their things, but they have impacted my life. So when you think no one's listening and no one's paying attention and I'm not getting any traction and there's frustration, we breathe and we pause and we keep going. And I know I've done this with, like I said, with relationships where, you know, business can be hard. And I get a lot of guys that they're trying to go after it and they're putting the hours in and they're working and they're just like, but their relationship is struggling because their wife's like, I need time. You work all the time. And I realized like that's an area that I've helped a lot of people without even realizing it. From putting my message out there in book. I'm like, look, 23 years together. How do you do that? Your husband is a workaholic. How do you manage this? How are you still happy with 23 years together? I'm like, yeah, there's there's communication, there's systems. And just, could you think about that when you help that relationship, that husband and that wife get on the same page? Well, that affects but what about their kids?
Yeah. There's so
many. And
their
kids see that.
There's a lot of, it affects everybody in the household. If it's not structured in a way that is, conducive and positive for everybody.
Yeah.
There's an issue. I mean, my wife always says, oh, babe, we make such a great team. And I hate that. I cringe. I'm like, babe, we're not like, teammates. And yeah, but we are, babe. Don't take it the wrong way. Like, we have a great marriage. We support each other. We have our boundaries. We have our likes, our dislikes. We work through it. And, me running the fence business during the day and getting all these phone calls and dealing with all these clients, it can get taxing. And we make a promise on Sundays. I think only one time I shot a podcast on a Sunday. But other than that, Sundays is our time. It's our time to be with one another, whether that's go have a nice lunch or a nice breakfast, work out together, go watch a movie, go do something to kind of, wise man once said, once you have a moment to sit, just sit. So that's what my Sunday is.
Yeah. I
try not to look at my phone. I try not to answer emails. I've been guilty of doing it though. But for the most part, 90-10. 90% I'm locked into what me and my wife are doing. We're decompressing, we're relaxing, and then the 10% I'm still working on. But the point I'm making is that we have a system that works for us.
Yes.
And everybody's system is different. What works for me and my wife might not work for, John and Sally. But John and Sally have to understand, okay, if Wednesdays are our night, then Wednesdays are our night. And there's a non-negotiable. We're going to go have dinner. We're going to go have tequila. We're going to go have tacos, whatever the case is, right?
Yes.
Or we're just going to be in the room together and watch TV and just chill.
Yes.
Whatever the case is. But have a system. And to your point, you're helping people in business and relationships to figure out that system.
Yeah, absolutely. And because the biggest complaint I get from my guys is just like, I'm working so hard, I'm growing, but man, my wife or my girlfriend, she's not happy because I'm working so much. And so that's part of what I have a framework in the book of like, okay, this is how you figure out what you want. Then she should fill this out. What does she want? Nothing to do with you. And the two of you get together and how do we make this work together? Because when she understands what your goals are, then when you come in late, multiple nights in a row, she knows why. Not that you're ignoring her or, what about me? I'm working so hard at the house. Some of these things that I hear a lot from my male clients, you have to get on the same page as her so that she's being heard. What does she need? So you can go do what you want as well. And I teach this a lot of, like, my husband goes and gives 100% at work. Sometimes when he comes home, he's got maybe a 15% battery left.
I've been there, yeah.
So how do I expect him to then give me 100% when he's given 100% all day? He's got 15% left. And this is where sometimes in the evening, relationships, husband, wife, this is a challenge.
Yeah.
But then I have to turn back to myself. Who am I to expect him to go give 100% there and then 100% at night? Am I 100% all the time?
Yeah, it's true.
So it's a little bit of those conversations. But I guarantee if he goes and gives 100% all day, which I need him to, right? He's going to go give 15% at work.
Yeah.
And then
give it your all. Yeah.
And then we lose all of this beautiful life. So if he has 15% left, well, he's going to give me 100% of that 15%. Right. Yeah. And I have to be okay with that.
That's true. You have to be okay with that.
He's tired. It's a couple conversations. Okay. This isn't the time that I bring up this deep conversation. I have to also control. Okay. I really want to talk about this right now. He's only at 15%. Is that really fair to him? So, okay. Hey, babe, I want to talk about this, but let's plan, Friday night. Can we leave for dinner half an hour early so we can have time to speak about this? He's obviously very receptive. Absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But every couple has their communication, but that's what we have always succeeded in is just communicating really well.
Yeah.
But also, I'm very direct. I don't expect him to read my mind. So, he's been working, he's been traveling and working. I'll be like, hi, tonight, 6:00, be in the kitchen. We're going to have some tequila, and then you're going to take me to a nice dinner, and you're going to tell me I'm pretty, and you're going to listen to everything I have to say, and you're going to be like, wow, that's amazing. And that's it. He's just like, okay, yep, yeah, I can make that happen. Absolutely. I don't expect him to read my mind. He is a man. He does not think like me. He's like, he wants to please me. He wants to be the man. But the best thing I do is just tell him what I need.
That's true. Yeah. Be honest and upfront so he can, because sometimes we get brain dead. You know, sometimes we just like get one track minded and we're just like thinking about we're going to sit down and watch a movie or watch a game and she be I'll talk to her tomorrow. But no, it's, you know, having a wife, a partner that's direct and tells you what she wants. It's commendable. It's admirable because now you know the starting point. Mm-hmm. My wife is the same way. Like she'll tell me certain things or she'll do certain things. Mm-hmm. And then she knows when we're just both at our max. And we're like, you know what? I'm just going to rub the dog's head and just watch 90 Day Fiancé. We can make fun of these people that have miserable lives. Yes.
I mean? But exactly. That takes time. You guys been together for a while. We've been together a long while as well. But it's just, it takes that understanding. But also having the grace that, guess what? You don't have a good day every day. Mm-mm. You might come home and you've been working and having to be professional. And sometimes that guard comes down and maybe it comes out like not the most warm and loving. And to not take that personally.
Yes, it's true.
You know, give that person grace that don't take it personally. It's not about you. They clearly are having a rough day. And that takes practice. Right? It takes practice. Because you're like, trust me, I'm just like, excuse me. Okay, I'm like, okay, hold on. And so it's like, no, breathe. Okay, listen, I know you had a rough day. I can tell, right? So right now, probably not the best time for us to have a conversation because you got a lot going on. I can tell. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go make you a snack and then you take some time and we want to talk about it. Let's talk then. Does that sound like, but that takes like while you're gritting your teeth trying to have a night.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
But it's that communication again. Every couple has theirs, but it's really helpful because again, I need him to show kindness to me when I'm not at my best, when I don't have the patience, when I'm being a grouch. So how do I expect him to give me that grace if I don't give it to him?
Correct. It has to be a mutual respect and back and forth and understand what we need at the moment. The communication, paramount. But under that, there's levels of the communication that get us there. Like what's the optimal... So weird, right? Managers like businesses. What's the optimal way to make our communication be our biggest KPI of the month? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how can we get it to 20% instead of 10, whatever?
How can we be around each other and not kill each other?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, because
I tell my husband, I'm like, divorce is not an option, but death is.
I don't want to kill nobody.
I have a chest freezer as big as his 6'3" frame in my freezer. And I'm like, you fit in there pretty good, buddy. Yeah, so just...
Is your love language words of affirmation?
No.
What is it?
It is just like experiences.
Okay, so time.
Yeah,
being together with one another.
Like I love to like experience. Let's go here, but physical touch.
Physical touch.
So like with everyone. So there's people that aren't huggers. Yeah. So if you're out there and you're not a hugger, do not come around me because I'm just like. I have to hold my, like, hi, nice to meet you.
You know, we did that, and I'm a hugger too. And I shook your hand. I know, it was so awkward to shake your hand. Because I'm just like, you know, I'm used to hugging everybody I interact with. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, I'm a hugger. I'm like, literally, he'll just be sitting and I'm constantly like touching him. And, you know, and
that's me with my wife.
Yes.
She's acts of, she's time and acts of service.
Yeah. Yeah.
She loves to spend time with me and she loves when when certain things, I do certain things for her.
See, my husband, and again, if there's ladies are listening, I know this can be a problem. Gifts.
Yeah.
It's not my language though.
It's not my wife's language either.
He loves to buy gifts. He wants to buy me fancy cars and purses. He wants to buy me things. And I don't, that's not. So sometimes I have to like let him get me things like because I know that's him saying like I love you.
I love you, yeah.
So then I just kind of have to put parameters, you know, on that because he likes to buy nice things, and I'm like, babe, I am such a simple girl. I just really am. Like now, food, food is my love language. So I'm like, okay. So that's where I'm like,
take me anywhere to go eat.
I could go out to eat all the time, anywhere. So yes,
what's your go-to? Like, what's your favorite meal?
Mexican food. I
live
live in Texas.
Tequila. That's
Tequila and tacos or barbecue. Texas barbecue.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
North Carolina, not your barbecue. I used to live there. It's very vinegary. No. Texas barbecue.
Texas barbecue. Tex-Mex or just straight
Tex-Mex.
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 Have you been to Jose Tejas in Island?
No.
Oh my God.
No,
you
this
need
is
to
my
go.
first time in Jersey.
Oh my
I've
God,
never been here before.
Please, you need to go to Jose Tejas. It's ironically enough in Island, New Jersey.
Okay, I'm going to go after this.
Please. Now, don't get mad. It's at least 30 to 45 minute wait. At least. But the food is amazing. The wait is worth it.
Yeah.
And the prices are like, you feel like you're in 1998. Like,
Oh, wow.
It's crazy how cheap everything is. But if you love Tex-Mex, take time while you're here if you can. Jose Tejas, Island, New Jersey. Please let me know what you feel.
I will.
Because it is amazing. And I had a feeling you like Mexican food because you can't talk about tequila. What's your favorite tequila?
So Dak Prescott has partnered. He has a tequila. The reason I like his, there's no additives in it, and
I'm all
it's
about no
organic,
additives.
and
Yeah.
it's organic, and so like all the things you want in a tequila, it's that one. And
What's the name? Do you know the name of it? I need to try that now.
Of course, you're going to ask me that, and it's on
Dak?
it's on the tip of my tongue. I know it,
Let me see.
and also because you can sip it and it doesn't burn at all.
Really? No burn?
At all, and no one.
Volteo?
Huh?
Volteo?
Volteo. Yeah.
Volteo. I'm going to look it up.
Yes. So, hey, Dak, go Cowboys. And so that one's actually really good. But the ones that are just really clean, like even.
Do you like Lalo?
The funny thing is everyone's
Lalo
asking
is
about that one.
good.
And I've had it. Yeah. And it's great.
I love it. It's again, no additives.
Yeah.
And it's got, you know, the nephew of Don Julio actually owns that company.
That's right. That's right.
I forgot his name, but it's like like no additives and everything is from the source. Jalisco, everything is like legit. Like there's no there's no extra preservatives, any of that.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. And I'm so sorry I cut you off. You were going to mention another one.
No, well, and there were like, the celebrity tequilas because everybody's got one and I get it, marketing and business. I'm in that, so I completely understand it. But there's one that I actually really like, and it's not because of the celebrity, but because of his wife. It's called Pantalones, and that's from Matthew Pantalones, and that's Matthew McConaughey.
Really? He has a tequila?
But it's his wife. But it's because of his wife. I followed his wife for years. She is all about like clean ingredients. And I know that she's a part of it. So look up that one.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey tequila.
Yeah, Pantalones.
Pantalones.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I didn't know that was his.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I gotta try this.
I would try it. But,
Seriously.
Yeah, but that I think a really good one too. But no, I'll tell you, I love Dax. I love Volteo. It's just, and it's new. It just came out maybe a few months ago.
Really?
And it is clean. It is clean and it tastes crisp. You can sponsor me anytime.
Yeah, right.
But it's really nice.
I'm gonna try Volteo, and I'm definitely gonna try this Pantalones. And you tried the Lalo already, so you already know what that tastes like.
I did, yeah.
Lalo's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like Don Julio 1942 is my favorite. The extra añejo.
Yeah.
It's one. I mean, I like that smoky, like wooden barrel taste. Yeah. 'Cause I'm a cigar smoker.
Okay.
And I love it. Like anything that's añejo, extra añejo, I'm in.
Do you like Cristalinos?
Yes, I do like Cristalinos.
Okay, so Volteo has a Cristalino.
Really?
Yes. Do you know what a Cristalino is?
Yeah, it's basically a añejo, but they took all the dark out.
See,
Come on, give me some.
Right.
Let's go.
The next show is going to be all about tequilas. We're going to line them up here. We're going to taste them.
You have a tasting test.
That's right.
I love
We're going to get sponsored by all of you. So send a bottle here. Send it to this address.
When this episode drops, all tequila companies welcome, okay? Except for... God, there's one that's really trashy. I can't think of the name. It sucks.
Don't even name it.
I can't think of it. There's a bunch of dead people on it. It's like, you know what I'm talking about. It's a cartoon. It's like El Día de los Muertos. Yeah, it's a drawing, a Day of the Dead cartoons. I don't know if it's my birthday, November 2nd, but it's called the Day of the Dead, and it's like a whole bunch of caricatures on the bottom. I can't think of the darn name of it. Horrible tequila.
Yeah. Okay.
Horrible. Like. You feel like there's a burning fire in your throat.
Well, we're not going to have that one.
Yeah, we're not having that one. We're going to do the Cristalino.
Yes.
We're going to do the Pantalones.
Yes.
Man, we next time you're here, I mean, I would love to have you meet my wife. We can go have some tequila and tacos.
They're done.
That'd be fun. You get me going with that. Again, we started all this conversation because of your love of food. So you said no gifts.
It is, yeah. No, lovely, no gifts, but you can always buy me, like my husband, like, just take me out to eat. So, and I love to go to restaurants where like you just be like, what does the chef want to serve? So my husband's over like hotels and restaurants. Nice. And so when you go to like the sushi restaurants, like you have like omasake and you just go sit down and then they just serve you whatever they serve you. And I'm like, for me, it's my favorite thing. I'd be like, do you like, what do you not like?
Yeah.
And they're just going to bring me stuff. And it's beautiful. And like, I don't know what I'm going to taste. Like those experiences.
It's all about experiences.
It's all about experiences.
I love that. My wife is the same way. She hates gifts. She is always on the side of like, I don't want that. Like, I'm a watch collector. I've tried for years to get her a Rolex. I took her into the dealership. I introduced her to my guy at the 80, and she's like, no, I don't want it. And he's like, oh, I got this. Yeah. Well, I got my iWatch today too. She's the same way. Yeah. And it's like, no, she doesn't want to hear it. Babe, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I learned to like, okay, not doing it.
Yeah, he does. And God bless him. I mean, and there could be worse.
He's a giver like me. That's we're givers.
He is. Yeah. And so I have to tell our 2 teenage daughters, like, I have to make sure that they don't get spoiled, and we have great girls. But it's sometimes I have to like let up a little bit and let them do their thing. But then other times I'm like, do not take it. If you go there and you say you want these things, your father's going to get them for you because that's just how he shows his love.
That's how he is. Yeah, that's how he shows love. Yeah.
But I'm like, but I'm here and I'm more, no. And they're like, okay, he got me this one thing, but he wanted it. But I'm like, that's good. So it's just like there's those 2 pieces there. But what a blessing. What a blessing.
It is.
I mean, I have an amazing husband that just wants to shower me with gifts, and I'm so grateful for him.
Yes, keep saying that louder because I know Yvonne, my wife, she's very thankful and we love each other. But sometimes I'm like, babe, like I literally like there's days she's a foodie, but she's like a DoorDash foodie. I say, babe, sushi's her go-to. Let's get
DoorDash sushi is the best.
DoorDash sushi is the best. She's a DoorDash sushi girl, and like even today she's gonna get home. Like, what do you want, sushi? Like I'm a steak guy. I love and give me a nice freaking filet mignon, a nice ribeye, give me a nice tomahawk, give me some mac and cheese, give me some mashed potatoes, and we're going to town. Gabriella's, which is one of the most amazing Italian restaurants in New Jersey. It's like 15 minutes from our house. Yeah. And then La Bibi, which is my friend Tony owns it in North Brunswick. Those are our 2 favorite spots. And it's like, babe, it's 15 minutes down the street. Like, no, let's just get sushi. It's okay. I've literally driven to that place, picked up the food, and brought it back home. That's how bad I wanted steak. To get her out the house, it's hard. But she'll be a foodie in the house all day. Yeah, you know. So, but again, no gifts. Give me sushi, DoorDash it, and I'm happy.
Yeah. I can see that too. So we do have another. So it's either Mexican food or steak. We're in Texas. We're in Texas. So
God, we want to go to Texas
we have grass-fed organic beef delivered fillets to our house. Like nice. I have steak and eggs for breakfast.
I love that.
Everyone's like, Julie, do you eat like fruit? And you're like, I don't.
No protein.
No, steak and eggs.
Carnivore diet.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Steak and eggs. It's like the best breakfast ever.
It's the best fats, the best protein. I started eating elk. Believe it or not.
Yeah. So we do caveman blend, which is all the organ meat mix.
I didn't know this. Whoa, what is this?
Do you eat organ meat?
No. Well, I haven't tried it. That sounds crazy, though. I'm scared.
Okay, well, from this point forward, you're going to. It's okay because you can get it ground like in like ground beef. So I get it. They call it caveman blend.
Caveman blend.
Well, think about it. Caveman, you would eat the whole animal.
That's true. Yeah.
So, you probably take liver pills. They're supposed to be really good for you. Things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is like liver, heart, I think spleen, all these, but they grind them
grind into beef, ground beef.
It's just like ground beef.
And it doesn't taste like, because I don't like liver.
No.
Really?
Trust me, I'm with you. No, and so we take that, we'll get the ground beef, we'll get one caveman blend and one regular, and we'll mix them together and make taco meat, we'll make burgers. The nutritional value of that meat is so powerful for your body.
Really? The iron and everything?
Everything. Oh, you want to become Superman, you got to eat the caveman blend.
Caveman blend. I'm going to ask my Nick's Deli. Shout out to Nick's Deli, Nick's Meat Depot in Edison. That's where I get all my meat from. Yeah. I'm going to have to put them on blast now because I need that. Yeah. I need to find this. Well, thank you for telling me about that. I didn't know about that. Caveman blend. That's what you call it? Or is it
or you want like an organ meat blend.
Organ meat blend.
We're from Texas. We call it caveman blend. Caveman.
Everything's bigger in Texas, man.
It really is.
I can't wait to. We haven't been to Texas yet. That's on our list. Me and my wife are doing once a year. We're going to go to a different baseball stadium. Okay. So Texas is on the list. So I want to go to Arlington to see the Rangers. I want to go to Houston, see the Astros. Yeah. And I can't wait to eat everything in sight.
Yes. Yeah. There's a reason that Texas has been voted like the fattest state in America. Like like multiple times. It's just because there's so much food. I'll tell you this. We moved from Texas. We moved down to Tampa, right? We were living in Houston, moved down to Tampa. Every time I leave Texas, I lose 15 pounds. I'm pretty thin anyway.
Really? Yeah, you're strong too.
Thank
No
you.
messing around.
I'm pretty thin, but it's because there's no good Tex-Mex in Florida. I've not found a really good one in Florida. Please let me know, people.
Yeah.
But I lost 50 because I quit eating so much Mexican food and all the corn, like the corn oil that they cook it in, and all the chips, like the chips and the queso.
Oh, you do? I like guac. I love guac. But queso's good too.
We do both. You do the combinación.
Oh my God.
And you get both. And you just chips. And I lost so much. Every time I leave, I lose weight. And then I move back to Texas and I put that same 15 pounds. And I'm like, totally worth it.
It's heck yeah.
Totally
It's
worth it.
Mexican food is delicious. Oh my God.
Well, in Texas, Tex-Mex is good. And then the barbecue. You should depend on what city you go to pay on. You're a barbecue guy?
Yeah, I love barbecue.
Okay, because there are certain cities you have to go to specific barbecue places.
Really?
Yeah, you got to go Hutchinson's when you're in Dallas.
Hutchinson's, okay.
Yeah, I like Brook Street, and then there's another one that I'm not going to mention it here in Houston. There's some good ones, but definitely Hutchins and then there's Terry Black's, which is over by Waco, like South Dallas. Like there's certain you have to go eat there.
I'm going. I'm
so
game.
when you guys come to Dallas, you're gonna let me know, and I'm gonna
text
tell
you.
you.
I'm gonna call you, and
Yes.
we're gonna make. Because I am. Listen, I'm gonna go back on this episode too and rewind it to find it. If you don't answer your phone, I'm gonna have to listen to this episode again. But yeah, we're in. We're probably gonna go to Texas either later this year or next year.
Okay.
But I'm in because I want to definitely experience everything.
Okay, then we're all gonna come back, y'all, and we're gonna do an episode just on Mexican food, steaks, barbecue, tequila. It's just gonna be.
We're gonna get like 5 sponsors out of it. I'm gonna have to.
We're gonna have to Uber home.
Yeah, we're gonna be slurring our words by the end of the podcast.
That's right. It'll be lovely. It'll be the best one ever.
We'll be thanking another tequila sponsor that's not even our sponsor. Like, hey, thank you to what? No, not Casamigos. Oh God, what a great time, man! Listen, it's so awesome to sit down with someone that, first of all, loves tequila, but is also highly driven, motivated, and again, I'm a big believer of being of service, right? So, as a believer in my faith in God, we're here to serve one another. What can I do today to? I don't mean to serious this out, but what can we do today to really be of service for one another? And stories like yours, man, where you literally are waking up in purpose, but you're also servicing so many people, man. And that's why you're going to continue to grow and be more successful, because you're legitimately doing God's work. You are out there servicing, living your purpose. There's nothing but good stuff coming back to you, and I can tell you do it with a labor of love.
Yes.
And that's, for me, is inspiring. It's truly inspiring to me.
Well, and I have so many female clients, but I'll say that I have such a soft spot for my men, because the guys out there you're listening, I know you work hard. And here's the thing. When things aren't going right, they just work harder. They add an extra hour onto their day. They add an extra day. They start working 7 days a week, and they're not complainers. They want to just make it happen. So they just work even harder. And that's where, and I think it's probably because of my father, where that's part of my mission too, is how do I reach these guys and say, hey, look, there's a better way to do this. You can have a really great business without having to work yourself into a heart attack, because that is the path that you're on. And you can have a great relationship with your spouse who she wants your time. Put a plan together to work smarter so you can give her that time. You can feel good about yourself.
100%.
There's just ways to do that. And so for the guys listening, just if that's something you're struggling with, I mean, this podcast is an amazing place. Definitely subscribe into this, because so many amazing guests that you have. But it doesn't have to be that way. There are resources, there are mentors, there are coaches that can help you put this together, drop the ego a little bit, go seek out some help, because you're way too talented to just be overworking yourself into the grave,
Mic drop. No, you, I mean, I don't even want to add to that, because you literally hit every mentality that a man goes through day in and day out, providing, struggling to understand what our worth is, what our purpose is. And men, sometimes we feel the pressure to provide. We feel the pressure to, be of service to not just clients, but to our wives and our spouses. And sometimes it's hard, man. And sometimes I admit it. I mean, I've been going to therapy for 6 years. I'm truly in tune with all the trauma and all the stuff I've been through as a child, and I work through that. Still working through it. But man, sometimes, my wife has seen me cry. And sometimes it's not the most attractive thing, but it's so cathartic and it builds so much connection because now she sees me like, okay, I'm here for you. I'm your helper. I'm going to help you get through the situation. We're going to get to the other side. You don't have to be Superman. And
your wife wants to help you just as much as you want to be the man and take care of her. We have superpowers too.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around.
We like let us in and they can help you. Your wife can help you if you'll let her in to the inside that I know that you guys kind of.
Yeah, men kind of like, thank you. Yeah, but I've been thankful to be blessed with her and for, me being able to shed more of that.
Yeah.
And it does feel really good because now you feel more connected than ever.
Absolutely.
It's a great thing. Before I get you out of here, I have some mastermind questions I'm going to ask you. Yeah, get ready. Here we go. This is Julian's favorite.
Okay.
So these are just, quick answers. If there's a story attached to the answer, feel free to share.
Okay.
And don't worry, there's no gotchas here. Except for the last one. The last one always gets everybody. I think out of 70-something odd episodes I've done, only 2 people answered it fast.
Okay.
No pressure. We go.
No pressure. That's all right.
What book have you read that inspired you the most? Pregnant pause.
But I've read so many books. I think I'm like, oh, which one? Smart Women Finish Rich.
Smart Women Finish Rich.
By David Bach.
Okay, I'm going to listen to that. Smart. Go ahead, I'm listening.
It helps with the communication of a wife to a husband on how to talk about money in the household too. That was one of the most impactful things.
Smart Women Finish Rich.
Yes. And his new book that just came out is called Automatic Millionaire, which he sent to me, but I haven't read yet.
Automatic Millionaire.
But it's Smart Women Finish Rich.
Thank you for sharing that. What person in your life has brought you the most influence?
My mother.
Love it. And dad too, or just mom solely?
Both, but my mom is, just as a daughter, as a female, of what does it look like to be a strong woman and just go after life unapologetically? Hands down, my mom.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful. What keeps you driven in life?
That all the lessons that my parents gave me are going to die with me. And that it's when I wake up in the morning and the sun rises, that I'm still here for a purpose. So there's more people that I have to go serve. And my concern is I'm not going to get to them in time. I'm not going to get to them fast enough.
Well, you're getting there. Trust me. No pressure. Don't put no pressure on yourself. That's a beautiful answer. Beautiful. What has been your lightest and darkest moment in your life?
Lightest and darkest.
Lightest, like happiest, darkest, like ugh.
Happiest, I married my husband.
Love that. Nice. Kudos to your husband.
He's the catalyst for all of the good things that, that's one of the biggest decisions in your life.
Yes.
I could say my kids, but without my husband, I wouldn't have my kids.
It's true.
And so, meeting my husband, and it was how I met him was just like, it was divine. I was meant to meet him.
Love it.
I know he was sent to me. And so, that's the lightest. The darkest, just probably losing my father.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Or, and then you think of like you have kids. And so there's things that things happen with them and like, you can't help them and it's a helpless feeling. So things like that. They say, what's the worst thing that could happen to me in my life would be something would happen to my child and I can't help them. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not the first parent that said that to me. I understand. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. Have you ever had any vices and how did you overcome them?
We don't have a long enough show for that.
Is it tequila?
Are things that you're just getting this pattern of doing this. You're like, okay, I need to change that. And then, then you change it. It's like almost like obsessive compulsive. I've got to have something that I'm going after. And if I just take that energy and direct it into the right place, it's very powerful.
It's very powerful, yeah.
But you can take that same energy into negative things.
Correct.
And so I've learned to direct it into the right direction. But sometimes you talked about the DoorDash.
Yeah.
There's been a time where I'm just like, I love to just late night
DoorDash.
DoorDash. Oh, 10 o'clock, time for some DoorDash.
Yeah.
And just late night eating. I would just get in that pattern. You're like, Julie, how are you so thin? I'm like, I promise I don't, like I keep it all in. Like I have a high metabolism, but I just got in that habit. So that was probably one of the worst vices. It was just like my DoorDash bill. And I look back over the last year, I was like.
You feel so crazy looking at that bill, right? I'm like,
dude,
what the hell am I doing?
How am I not 400 pounds?
Seriously, it's pure gluttony when I look at that bill. I'm like, what the hell is this? I spent $80 on what? This is nuts.
Yeah.
No,
I would get to where I'd be like, I want a couple tacos from this place, but then I also want sushi from this place. And then I want to have some pasta.
You do the add-on?
No, 3 separate orders.
3 separate. I've been there.
And then I forget and be like, I'm eating. I'm like, what? There's a door. I'm like, so here. Oh, I forgot I ordered that too. I'm like, what? Did I order any other food? And just dumb. Just dumb.
God.
Just.
Oh God. But you know, it's also the instant gratification of just like, I can just press a button and I don't have to leave my house.
Yeah.
It's rough.
So I canceled it. I had to take myself off and put myself in like.
I've done that when I dieted. Yeah. Trust me, it's a work in progress. Oh man, I got 2 more for you. Okay. What does the next level of success look like for you?
The next level of success for me is speaking on stages at events.
Nice.
I've done some keynote speaking, and that's where I want to really lean into. So it's just, one to many. How can I impact more people in one room? And so I did one-on-one coaching for a long time, and that's just one. Now you're doing one. Now I have my boot camps that I have. So I had a boot camp in January. I have a boot camp in April. I have one in September. So I have those boot camps. Now it's just, how do I take all of this and meet more people at one time? So.
Love it. Now you're going to crush it. Trust me, you're going to crush it. I already see it. The last question before I get you out of here, and the one that people always take forever to answer. What is the last thing you have purchased that changed your life? Put her on the clock, Julian.
The gym in my house.
You can't take 2. It has to be 1.
The gym in my house.
Give me some.
The gym in my house.
Nice.
I put it home. I put it in a home gym.
Nice. That's my dream. And the next house we're buying, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest impact because
that's awesome.
There are no excuses not to work out.
Go.
My husband, he's 10 years older than I am.
And he works out with you too?
He's in there all the time. And I'll tell you, like at 55, how old is he now? How old am I? He is more in shape than when we first got married,
Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Stop. It's an excuse. It's a deleter of excuses when you have a gym in your house.
Yep. Oh, I have to get in the car. Oh, my favorite workout. I just walk in there in pajamas, like barefoot. I love it. It's great.
It's so awesome.
That is one of the best things. If you have the space and the means to do it, even starting out with just some small equipment that we dedicate this room, it is.
That is the goal for our next home, which we're in the process of looking for a home right now. She wants a decked out, gym. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the ride to the gym. I enjoy being around people and getting that real I'm just like because I lift super heavy weights. She's more just like by herself. When we go to the same gym, we go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning every day. It's wild.
Oh wow!
But she does her own thing in one part of the gym, and then I'm with the muscle heads. It's just like But she's like, babe, next house I need a gym because I rather stay home. I can go, but knowing me, I'll probably stay at the home gym. But like she wants it all. Like she wants to get a sauna. Like she wants to get everything put in there.
Yeah. So that would be the next one. So it has an attached bathroom, and where the shower is, it's got a stand-up shower in that. It's like a bedroom, downstairs bedroom and bathroom. I would like to rip out the shower and just put in a little nice even if it's sauna. Like a little 1-seater sauna, like red light therapy.
Yeah, red light. Yeah,
I'm with you on that. But here's the thing: the amount going to the gym. Everybody should go, but for me, it was the amount of time. And yes, I enjoy going there. I see people, but we only have so much capacity.
Yes,
do I enjoy spending time with my kids and my husband or spending time with my girlfriend for lunch? But then I have time. I enjoy going to the gym. Okay, well, which one is the priority of enjoyment?
This is true. Yeah,
right?
It makes sense.
Whereas I get up, I do some work in the morning. I have my meditation time. Boom, I am in there. And I'm 20, 25 minutes. Knock it out. Right around the corner is my kitchen, steak and eggs.
Let's go, protein it
right in the shower, and I'm into my upstairs office like that. So just the time.
I know the time.
The time.
Yeah, I'm working on it because the gift and the curse of being around community in the gym for me, I love my gym. I love the people in it. when they started to find out I have a podcast, now I'm in the middle of a set. He's like, yo, I really like that interview. And I'm, my earphones, all I see is their mouth going like this. And I have to stop. I have to put the weight down. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I really am appreciative.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point where if you have your own gym like you do, oh God.
See,
no
for someone
one talking to me.
For someone like that, I'd be like, okay, you want to write that book.
Yeah.
If you took a half an hour every day without that commute, well, that's 2.5 hours, 5 days a week. That's, you've got 10 hours a month that you could instead be working on your book.
Look at you coaching me. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
So,
That's
saying,
great. No,
just saying.
I will put that under advisement. That's why the house has to come. Well, the home we live in now, we just outgrew it. So the next home is going to be like the final home. So
that's awesome.
Gym, everything. I'm going to get a cold plunge. I'm going to go crazy.
Nice.
I'm going crazy.
I love
you cold plunge?
Oh, I'll be in there 5 minutes. I will outlast
5
anyone.
minutes?
I will outlast anyone.
Sheesh. I'm trying to last 2 minutes. That's it. 5.
Three's the minimum.
3's the minimum?
Yeah.
Well, I hate cold water, but
so do I. I despise it.
I hate it. I love it. I could live in the sauna.
I had anxiety coming up here because it's freaking cold here.
Yeah,
I don't like cold.
You don't like cold, and you get in the sauna. In the cold plunge for 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I know what it does to your brain.
Yes,
And it does
the health. When I get, like I said, another thing we have to do when I get the new house is cold plunge outside, sauna. I'm gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it a whole thing. For now, it's just I do sauna at the end of my workouts, but it's great for your cardiovascular system, and, so your heart rate and all that stuff. So, oh God, we talk
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I will do it.
At least 3. Work on 3.
I'm gonna work on 3. I guess with me, it's like you. I don't like doing nothing halfway. So it's like I'm gonna wait till we get the new house. I'm gonna get it installed outside on the deck wherever we are, and I'm going. Rain, sleet, snow, whatever, fog. I'm going in that freaking cold.
Well,
plunge.
and if anybody's here listening like, doing a cold plunge, it's miserable. It's miserable.
No, it sucks.
It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
It's death.
But
it's
I
needles.
have to listen to really angry music when I do it though.
Get out of here. What's your go-to song?
Yeah, like songs that just are like
to kill you.
Like F-bombs and like there's a song that's like F you, and then there's another one. Who is it by? It was like some rapper's ex-girlfriend. He wrote it for her. I forget. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, and he's just like, but it's really, I have to listen to that basically like F off kind of music.
Is it Cameron?
It might be.
He has a song where he literally says that 1,000 times. F you. F you, F you. That's literally the whole song.
Oh, well, it's this one's like hard. It's got to be
hard.
like the music's got to rock.
Okay, I got you.
It can't be soft music. But anyway, it doesn't get better, but it's so good for your body.
It's good for your body.
And then if you listen to like David Goggins, you listen to like
you piece of crap, you can't do nothing. I'll walk 1,000 miles with no feet.
Yes, I love him. I love him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, you've got to get like that going in your head of like you piece of whatever. Like you're like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna carry the boats. I'm gonna,
because it's hard.
Stay hard.
Yeah, stay hard. Oh man, what a ride! Oh my God, you're awesome. Seriously, thank you so much for making time. Thank you for coming all the way from Dallas. Delayed flight. I know you're probably tired. I know you want some tacos probably, and to get this great energy out of you and share your story. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you coming.
It's so great talking with you.
No, it was awesome. Until the next time, we got to do it again.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll have way more fun stories with tequila and tacos and everything else.
I can't wait.
Julie, before I get you out of here, take a last minute at the camera. Let everybody know where they can find you, what you have coming up, the book, the academy. Yes. The floor is yours.
Fantastic. So you can find me on every social under Julee Gracey. And I do have Business Builder Bootcamp. I have one in January. I do one in April. I do a sales accelerator that is in September, which is just all sales, preparing you for the fourth quarter, Black Friday. It's such a good one as well. So I do have my book, which is called Highly Confident. You can search on Amazon. And it does have the audiobook now. So if you're not a book reader, you can put my voice in your ear and listen to that. So, but nevertheless, reach out. Would love to hear from you.
Thank you so much. Seriously, I appreciate you. I think what you're doing, I told you earlier, is a labor of love. It's only going to get more bigger, more massive. I'm here for it. I'm excited for you. And again, didn't know you walking in here just from what I did with my research, but sitting down with the person, getting to really know you, and just the human element. You're just all around, I could tell, a magnet for positivity. And you have a big heart, and you need to share that with the world. And I'm here for it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Julie. Till next time, with some tequila, hopefully. Appreciate you so much. Absolutely. Guys, that is a wrap on this episode of I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman podcast. If this podcast inspired or moved you in any way, please subscribe to my Apple, Spotify, and YouTube platforms by typing in Luis Guzman, I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman, and clicking that subscribe button. Please make sure to follow my Instagram handle at I'm an Artist, Not a Salesman for further content and updates. I am thankful for every listener. I pray you have a blessed one, not a stressed one. Peace.
I need you by my side.
We're out of here.
I like
Now you can start drinking tequila.
I know, right?